It is Sunday, March 19th, and there are 7 NHL games on the card tonight, and I have picks in 3 of the games for today's NHL parlay. We're going to start off with the Jets and the Blues. Now, I love betting scoring props in the NHL because there are very few shutouts, there are very few 1-1 games, and by that logic, betting the both teams to score 2 or more prop in many games is usually a good bet if you compare it with something else. So let's start with the Jets and the Blues. Winnipeg is a team that kind of bounces back and forth between being one that plays in lower scoring games and one that plays in more higher scoring open games. And right now, it's the latter. The both teams to score 2 or more prop has hit in 9 of the past 10 games for the Jets. In fact, both teams to score 3 or more has hit in 5 of those 10. They've also allowed, though, 2 or more goals themselves in 13 straight and in 15 of 17. Their opponents, St. Louis, the both teams to score 2 or more prop has hit in 11 straight for them and in 19 of 21. They're out of the playoff picture, but they're still fighting with wins in 3 of 5, and they've scored 5, 5, 3, 5, and 4 goals in those games. However, they've also allowed 2 or more goals in 25 straight. That's perfect for me. I like both teams to score 2 or more in the Jets and the Blues. And we'll pair that with both teams to score 2 or more with Vancouver and Anaheim. The same can be said about both of these teams. Neither are going to make the playoffs, but both are still fighting and they're scoring, but they're also conceding, which is perfect for this prop. The Canucks won 3-2 in LA last night. Their 6th win in 7 games. The both teams to score 2 or more prop has hit in 6 of those 7 games. But past that, let's look farther back. Vancouver has only kept one team to fewer than 2 goals in their past 46 games, which is pretty incredible. The Ducks are off a 7-4 win over Columbus. They've won 2 of 3, and they've scored 2 or more in 26 of 27 games, but they've also allowed 2 or more in 25 of the past 27. You could just end it there and go both teams to score 2 or more with those 2 games, plus 107 odds is what I found, but I'm adding just a little bonus, which should be a simple addition for the Vegas Golden Knights just to score 2 goals on their own. Now, they're huge favorites at home to Columbus, so they probably will win that game. You probably could bet them to score 3 or 4 goals, but I'm just going Vegas to score 2. They've scored 2 or more goals they've only failed to score 2 or more goals in 2 of their past 17 games, and at home, it hasn't happened since January 16th. If you look at Columbus, they've allowed 2 or more goals in 12 straight, in 31 of 33, and in 38 of 41. I think it should be safe to say the Knights score 2 goals. And if we parlay those 3 together, we have plus 122 odds. That is my NHL parlay bet for March 19th.